ليلة الجمعة ليلة عظيمة مباركة يسن فيها الإكثار من الصلاة على سيدي ومولاي رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ومن كل عمل صالح. This night of Jumu'ah, it's a blessed night. There's a lot of barakah in this night. The sunnah is to increase your salah upon the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام and every good deed. يروي الإمام ابن حبان في صحيحه بسند حسن عن معاذ بن جبل رضي الله عنه قال، ويروي الإمام ابن ماجه كذلك في سننه بسند حسن أبي موسى الأشعري رضي الله عنه قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. The hadith tonight collection of both Imam Ibn Hibban in his Sahih and Ibn Majah in his Sunan, narrated by two different Sahaba, both with a reasonable chain of narration. And this is within the series of Ramadan prep as well. It may not be directly connected to Ramadan. It is indirectly connected to Ramadan, but maybe not directly. But this is what the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام says. And فقال إن الله لا يطلع ليلة النصف من شعبان على خلقه فيغفر لجميع خلقه إلا لمشرك أو مشاح. So the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام tells us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the night of the middle of Shaban, which is the 15th night, which is the night that we're in tonight, He looks at all of His creation and then He forgives them all except someone who is a mushrik, someone who continues to perform shirk, someone who continues to associate others with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or mushahin, someone who still is holding grudges against others. Grudges that are not based on madhalim, not based on someone who's taken your right and you're not able to retrieve it. Not talking about that specifically. And I believe that this hadith is actually a Ramadan prep hadith, because it's almost as if 15 nights before the beginning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's most beloved month of the year, subhanahu wa ta'ala, to prepare His creation, to prepare the ummah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, He performs a general maghfirah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He forgives everyone. As long as you have not done something that is a hindrance to receiving His forgiveness subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will get it. And the two hindrances that He explains here alayhi salatu wasalam is shirk. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from falling into any form of shirk. Allahumma ameen. And mushahana. Inshallah, most people are, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has protected them from shirk, but mushahana is an easier pitfall. Mushahana is where you're holding grudges against people. You're continuing with the with not arham, you have arham, people that you're related to or friends that you have not spoken to, that you refuse to speak to, that you don't give salams to, that you don't accept salams from. And it's not based on a madlama. It's not based on someone who has openly oppressed you and refusing to give your oppression to offer your haqq back, but rather based on disagreements and mistreatments and whatnot that happened in the past. So this is a very good night, as most of the scholars who have taught me in my life, to revise it. Go back and take a look at your relationships and revise your relationships and see, do you have still shahna, and remove it from your heart tonight so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may include you amongst the creation whom He grants His forgiveness for. And there's a lot of barakah in this night. يقول Imam al-Shafi'i بلغنا أن الله يستجيب الدعاء في 5 ليالي. Imam al-Shafi'i or Imam al-Shafi'i, he says that he knows that 5 nights Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts dua. ليلة الجمعة والعيدين وأول رجب والنصف من شعبان. The night of Jumu'ah, which is this night, and Nisf min Sha'ban, which is also this night, and the first night of Rajab, and the nights of the two Eids. Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali في لطائف المعارف, he says, وقد أتانا تعظيم هذه الليلة عن جم من التابعين من أهل الشام كخالد بن معدان ومكحول ولقمان بن عامر وعطاء بن يسار وغيرهم, فعنهم بلغت الأمة تعظيم هذه الليلة. وصل الأمة تعظيم هذه الليلة فأخذها أهل الشام أنكرها بعض العلماء من غيرهم. So it's known in Sham, if you lived in Sham where I lived, this is a night that they took care of. They cared for this night, because a lot of the tabi'een, a lot of those who spent time with the Sahaba, like Imam Makhul for example and Luqman bin Amir, they would take a certain interest in this night. Wallahu a'lam. And Ata ibn Yasar has a long talk about it, about the importance of the night. My advice to you is the following, because even Ibn Taymiyyah talks about it. قال إن هذه ليلة عظيمة فيها فضل كان يكثر كثير من السلف الصلاة فيها. This is a night that has fadl in it, has bounty in it, and a lot of the Salaf used to pray a lot in it. So what you should do is, first of all, so that the meaning of the hadith reaches you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's general forgiveness, make sure you rid yourself from shirk by saying La ilaha illallah, and then rid yourself from shahna by looking at your contacts and seeing if there's someone that you probably should give a call and remove whatever animosity or difficulty exists between the two of you, so that you may receive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's maghfirah. And it's a preparation for Ramadan. Before we enter this blessed month, 15 days in advance, we're going to do a little bit of a cleansing. A little bit of a cleansing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala offers this night to kind of reset a lot of things. And there's a lot of other narrations. They don't have that degree of authenticity, but they all fall in the same category of kind of cleansing people before they enter the beautiful month and blessed month of Ramadan. The sunnah here, or what's recommended, is for you to perform dua and to perform nawafil, do some salah at home, do some dua and dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there's barakah inshallah in doing that within this blessed night. Is the night of the Nisf min Sha'ban. And subhanallah, 2 weeks and we'll be talking to you about your niyyah for siyam and getting you ready for tarawih. Everyone ready? So look, the Hajj yelled at people last year. I don't want him to yell again. The Hajj never says a word, and last year he had to yell at people to stop talking during my durus, so I don't want him to have to yell again this year. So we're going to ask everyone, inshallah, to come with their intention of making it a Ramadan that they will continue to remember all their lives. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants you the blessing, really, I've been here for about 11, 12 years, and in Syria I was there for 15. Anyone who knows me knows that Ramadan. My focus has always been Ramadan. Because really nothing good happens, almost nothing really good happens outside of this month. And for true changes to occur for the heart of a Muslim, and for true changes to happen for an ummah, you have to capitalize on this one season of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala heightens all of us spiritually, whether we want it or not, and it's just the beauty of what this season offers, and we have to kind of enter it with that open heart and open mind, and try to, and if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted us the blessing to see yet another Ramadan, then we treat it with the respect that it deserves, inshallah ta'ala. Starting this weekend, Ramadan prep sessions will begin. So tomorrow after, I do one in Arabic because it's Friday night, so before Isha, and then I do another one the Friday after. And then Saturday and Sunday, there are going to be 2 prep sessions, inshallah, both kind of fiqh based. Saturday will be after Isha because we have the town hall. So it'll be fiqh al-siyam, and then Sunday, myself and Dr. Khaterah, inshallah, will do a joint session talking about some challenges that people may find throughout the month of Ramadan and how to get over them. And then Saturday and Sunday the week after will also be prep sessions before Isha in English, and they'll be kind of focused on the spirituality of the month as well. So please, feel free to show up and bring your kids and kind of listen to it and get yourselves ready, inshallah, from a spiritual perspective for the reception of this beautiful and blessed month. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us balagh Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the ajr of fasting and praying throughout the month. يروي الإمام ابن حبان في صحيحه بسند حسن عن معاذ بن جبل رضي الله عنه قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله لا يطلع ليلة النصف من شعبان على خلقه فيغفر لجميع خلقه إلا لمشرك أو مشاح. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.